So, what were you like when you were alive? See the faulty face reveal? Hello. So yesterday's video, I talked about future Halloween update ideas that could be added for 2023 this year. And that got me thinking even more about features, like more things that could be added in Bloxburg. It's been like over half a year now, and it's new, the dev team kind of showed us what they were capable of, and even more like we may not even know of. There's so much that they're capable of, and I would say each update has been getting significantly more interesting. Well, most of it. Yeah, most of it. Without further ado, I shall be listing my top 10 most wanted features in Bloxburg, mainly like build mode things, and this kind of me projecting my building flaws into solutions that are good for everyone. Okay, it's not just for me, and my building flaws, it's for everyone. It could be beneficial. Like, I'm not thinking about just myself. No. I've talked about some of these things before. I have some new things on this list, but anyways, first things first. Being able to rescale your roof or edit your roof. So once you place a roof down, you do have the option of like editing it and kind of looking at it to make sure it's kind of fitting and whatnot. But what if you, accidentally place it down? No fear, there could be a future feature where you can edit the roofs. We're able to rescale certain objects, like to change their heights and sizes and stuff, like pillars and whatnot, whenever, wherever. So I would love that to come to like our roof feature. So just being able to click on a roof and changing the thickness, the height of it, the overhang, I'm dying, the overhangs of it whenever we want, just because, hi tree. Yeah, why not, It sounds like a super basic feature, but I feel like it would be really nice instead of just having to delete something and redoing it and whatnot. So that's my number one. Another thing is floor editing. Okay, so this is once again me projecting my building flaws into a solution, turning it into a solution. So when we build floors, I'm terrible with building floors, like doing it all in one go. So, do whatever you want, build it in sections, build it in pieces, and it will still turn out looking amazing. But sometimes, like, look at my floor. Like, when you go behind the scenes of my floors, they tend to look like this because I'm indecisive. I don't know exactly how I want my floors to look. So you'll always find my floors in pieces and sections. Can anyone else relate? I need to just get better. That's probably just a skill issue. But I would love for them to add floor editing as well. So similar to editing your roofs whenever, you should be able to edit your floors to where you could this is gonna be hard to explain. I need to explain this very well. You know how we can place floors, like custom place it with points and stuff? So to create something, we do that. I was hoping there would be a feature where you could do the exact same thing, but to delete something, like you draw out whatever point you want, and then it would get rid of whatever floor there was there. So, yeah. I think that explains it pretty much. That sums it up. Just a floor editing feature. Delete whatever piece of a floor you want, so that way you don't have to delete the entire thing to recreate something. And what if you forgot what it looked like, I'm sure many of you could relate, or this would be beneficial for everybody, being able to cut off a piece of a floor whenever you want without deleting the entire thing. Amazing. Game changing. Number 3, moving houses. All right, so this is a highly requested feature. Don't look at my roof, it's still bald. Yeah, being able to move your entire house would be such a great feature. It's highly requested. A lot of people would love it because it's just the convenience of being able to move your entire house wherever you want, being able to rotate it if possible. I'm sure if they did a feature like that, they would allow us to move it, but maybe not rotate it. But yeah, that sounds very taxing on the actual Bloxburg server type of deal. So maybe that's why they haven't done it quite yet. But in The Sims 4, they have that feature. You can just move your house wherever. Then again, that's a single player game. I don't know how it would affect servers that way. I feel like it would cause some lag depending on how big your house is. Maybe that's why they haven't done it yet. It's because it could be very laggy optimization problems. But I know we all for sure want to be able to move our houses whenever. The way it would work pretty much is whatever walls are connected, I guess. You know how depending on what walls are connected together can create a room. I don't know. It's kind of hard to code that's for sure. I'm sure it can be done, okay? They gave us a color wheel. They gave us mini games for jobs. They can totally do that. Speaking of moving an entire house, moving multiple objects. Number 4. If you're ever like doing like a moving role play, or like you just need to move a bunch of different things, it would be nice for us to be able to, I feel like I've repeated this one so many times, but if I'm gonna make a video with all of the features I still want, I might as well add it. Like if you just needed to move multiple things, right now you just have to do it one at a time, or you could kind of be smart about it. Then again, not a lot of things can move on these tables. Like, yeah, see, like if you're trying to move landscaping, multiple landscaping, you can't just put it on a table. Yeah, being able to move multiple items is also, I feel like, a highly requested feature. Would be great for quality of life. You just like, you know, hold down a certain button or something, or maybe there's like a new button itself to select multiple objects. Click on all of them, or drag like a box or something, and then you pick them up all at once. That would be great. It's just very much needed. Good for everyone, you know? Number 5, openable, okay, functional windows that you can open. Now, they kind of gave us a preview of that with the new drive-through the commercial drive-through window. Like this one is great. I love the fact that it's like this is the first time we're ever seeing a window that can open and close and lock it for guests in case you don't want people just like opening and closing whenever. They already gave us a taste of, you know, functional windows. It just kind of depends on, they need to reduce some of these windows. Maybe they'll have to update a bunch of these windows to make them functional. Because I can see like maybe piece, right? This piece going up and down. I feel like that's kind of it. Yeah, they'll probably for sure have to redo a lot of these windows because right now they're only meant to be used as decorative things, or to let in some natural lighting. So to make them functional, they'd probably have to redo it, but I believe in them, okay? Just give them some time, and I believe in them to make these actually functional. That'd be great. I could create roleplay potential too, like some people who like sneak out of their houses, like jump out your window. Your house is on fire, jump out your window. Serial killer is chasing you and you need to jump out a window. Yeah. Number 6, a budget limiter. Number 6, I'm trying to sound like those montage, like compilation people, like top 10. Number 1, this seagull is on fire. Number 2, this chicken is like... Number 6 is a budget limiter. I've talked about this many times before too. Being able to set your own budget. You know how like you're able to set other people's budgets so that way they don't spend a certain amount of money. Your plot, if you're building with them. You should be able to do that for your own plot. There could be like another button over here on the side or somewhere down here, anywhere honestly, that you can click on and give yourself a budget of a certain amount of money. This is good for people who are frugal, people who want to be careful with their own money when playing this game, or for content creators who need to do challenges with a limited amount of money based off like a wheel or how much they earn from a certain job and whatnot. A budget limiter would be great, although we have been doing fine without one, but I feel like, you know, if they can add one in, why not? It would be pretty nice. And once again, for content creators, all right, for content creators or frugal people who are watching how much they spend. But sometimes you can go a little crazy spending money in this game. So yeah, money comes and goes really quickly. Number 7, a neighborhood permission options. But pretty much like, you know, if you have a neighborhood, you have so many like little controls. You can change the name, change your weather, you can change your time, your ground color, who can join, max players allowed and blocked. Now they need another setting to have like preset permissions, like whoever joins your server is automatically this permission. So you could set it to like a guest, or you could set anyone's permission to a roommate. I don't know, it just really depends. You know, we gotta be careful with that. Whenever there are grand openings or just people who want to just spend time with their community or with friends, it would be nice to just have like a preset option to make everyone a guest, rather than just constantly throwing parties, which that has a cooldown. Okay, if you throw a party, it takes a while for this to come back. I find myself having to go through the permissions a lot when I do grand openings to set people's permissions to guests. Like they have it already for family, so hopefully they add something like that for neighborhoods, and I'm sure that is considered. Another feature I would like to add it in build mode. Once again, like I said, I feel like this is just a build mode video. Swatches, pre-made color swatches for items. I don't know how to word that. I'm just gonna use that. But whenever you hover over an object, it would be interesting to be able to have like you know, preset colors. Once again, this is me projecting of being lazy, okay, and not wanting to color every single thing. I feel like the books are like highly used, okay? They definitely are highly used because they're used to fill up bookshelves, decoration, you know, clutter. I would love for us to, like, when we hover over these objects, there is like a swatch. There's an option to choose many different color options, so that way we don't have to color ourselves. Once again, it's a lazy thing. It's because I'm lazy to color things, and I'm sure many of you relate to that too. Like, who wants to go through every single book, you know, every single fiber? Like, I love that we can customize it, every single book color and whatnot, but you just can get lazy. Right, another build mode thing, printers. I know this is a really random thing, like out of all things, I chose to add printers. Now, this is really interesting, okay? We have computers and we have everything else that we could decorate, these little clutter things, office stuff, but we don't have printers, which is kind of surprising actually. The printer, okay, this is random. You could print out like posters, like these ones, okay? And you can hold them and hand it out to people. In case you need to do like those role plays, if you have like a missing dog or a cat, you can hand out posters or flyers to people. When you do access the printer to print out pictures, it kind of like is treated like a decal. It will like actually function. It'll print out from the machine, and it has role play potential. And click on a wall and place the poster. I don't know. I just needed something new and something kind of random to put in here, but you get what I mean. Okay, and number 10 on my list, packing lunches. Yay, packing lunches. Of course, if you select multiple food objects like, you know, corn dogs and whatnot, if you have more than one food item in your hand, eventually it turns into a tray, which is great. I love that. But now we need advanced things. We need more roleplay potential. We need just gameplay potential, and that is to pack our lunches, okay? You grab a bag, and you can put, like, that bag has a limit of how many things you can put inside of it, and then you can grab that bag with the food in your hand, so that way you can carry it to your friend's house. I feel like that's the only thing you would do with it, is just carry it to like a stranger's house or your friend's house. It's just something, it sounds simple, but at the same time, there's just these other little things that could go wrong with that. But anyways, that's my top 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know what other features, quality of life things you want to see get added. I'm in a very much thinking mood lately, so that's why I made this video, and because I don't have no other video ideas in my mind. But that will wrap up today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like button and that subscribe button too. It's completely free. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye. No, but like, I feel like all of these things are valid, okay? And I'm sure many of you would love these things. If there's something that I missed, leave them down below. Comment your ideas.